Welcome everybody to a 0k cast, where today we have a 1 versus 1 between JazzyJukeBox and OrangeSpooderman. In the red we have OrangeSpooderman with rovers, and in the blue with... what are you going to build? What? Airplane plant? Why would you do that in a 1 versus 1? I mean, I would assume airplanes are normally support, right? And also, like, you haven't completed this metal extractor yet. I think, just looking at it like this, well, blue is going to be the weaker player. That's what it looks like. Red is already creating wind turbines, has got engineers ready, which are rolling out. While blue, I mean, he tried constructing a geothermal generator, but kinda failed at that. And also, like, why airplanes? Aren't those, like, really expensive? And, well, really expensive, really fragile. And I mean, like, well, I believe they are support, because of course, like, you have to build up a force. The enemy are like, well, 3 shots, right? Like 30 damage, that's nothing. Enemy has got fencer out on the board, which is quite long range, and because of that fencer the Swift will die now or soon. Now, even though I have not actually seen the rocket hit. Anyways, blue is still here, geothermal generator, not doing anything with commander, not building anything. Not actually reclaiming any of the things on the island, and struggling for energy. That's why you don't immediately go for geothermal generators. First you go for something like these, even though they don't bring in a lot, like 0.4, that's still 2.2 total. It's not a lot, but then beefing that up with a couple of solar panels is definitely worth it. Although this isn't. You do have to keep your geothermal generator free, because of course you do still want it. Are you upgrading your commander? It definitely looks like it. Yep, he is morphing. I don't actually know how you would do that personally, but he will soon have a level... oh, here. He will soon have a level 2 commander. Blue has got 4 swifts, and that's about it. Is finally cleaning up his island, which actually red isn't doing either. Red, however, is constructing things in the middle, still struggling for metal most, so if I was in his position, I would give, like, this mason and this mason a bit of an extra priority, because of course they are the ones constructing the metal extractors. So if you give them priority, then everything else will also speed up. This fencer is getting damaged quite a bit now by those swifts, but I mean, yeah, then like 2 more. It definitely just is a single rover or a single metal extractor or something going to die. The answer seems to be yes. 1 fencer died. So yeah, airplanes, they are good in, like, team battles where you have, like, a big field with solar generators. Like, this would be a good place to throw some bombs down. But I don't think it works well in 1 versus 1, especially not in the beginning. But, well, luckily enough, that's what blue thinks as well. His geothermal generator is up and running, so he does have quite a lot of energy income, and these metal extractors are overdriven. Next up, jump bots. Red is creating his fusion reactor still. I think this is a bit dangerous though, because of course fusion reactors have, well, quite a large explosion radius. Or at least I think that's that yellow and red line. So I would have used either a couple more solar panels, or wind turbines, or even just an energy pylon, but I would have built the fusion reactor a bit further away. Also creating some anti-air right now, or like specifically anti-air, because of course that's what the enemy has. Unless, well, pyros, yep, jump bot flamers. Bit strange, but his crane has actually stopped producing the metal extractor, even though he is still struggling for metal. Alright, so here he comes. 3 pyros, that's not a lot, right? Well, one picker down, one fencer down, another picker down, and the last pyro takes down another fencer, and almost a metal extractor. It looks like almost indeed. Nope, he takes it down and takes another picker down and takes the mason down. That was 3 pyros. Pyros are 220, swifts are 150, and he produced like 5 of them and they took down 1 fencer. So yes, the switch into jump bots, it may be expensive, it's like 800 to construct just a factory, but I do think it's worth it. Just because airplanes, they don't do all that much, or at least that's what I feel. Red is building up a force over here, not sure why here, to be fair. I would have built it here, because of course that's my most forward point. Now the pyros are here, you have a single fencer, but your units are still way behind. And pyros coming in, a lot of crashers, which is not a good idea, because of course that's anti-air. And, well, those scorchers, Scorcher versus Scorcher, I guess you can say, because Pyro is also flaming. Actually, do these flame? I do think so. Anyways, Red is able to take it down, and in his queue he only has 17 fences. Why 17 fences? That doesn't make sense to me. Why do that? Like, I understand why fencers, they're long range, do quite a lot of damage, hardly miss, but why 17? It's not as if you have a specific ratio of like 17 to 2, for instance. And more pyros coming in, jumping in, and, well, burning one crasher, burning one fencer, scorchers going down. Only like 4 pyros. Like maybe there were 5 at some point, but still. Everything is down? Yes, everything has gone down. I don't count these two. Also, Stonehenge, for some reason, is not being recycled by anyone. Why not? Well, Commander here. Commander versus 4 pyros. Well, that should be easy enough for the Commander, right? And, I mean, yes? Question mark? Only 1500 HP left, so not a lot. Oh wow, Blue is getting aggressive. Recon Commander level 2 jumping, and Okay, in range of the engineer. Flaming. Okay, this is definitely going to be won by blue. However, as always, it is possible to get back into the game even though you don't have a commander. Just build a bit of a storage, bit of a metal storage, and you're all good. Red isn't actually creating any storage, but just tanks, well, Ravagers. I do think these are tanks even though they're classed as rovers because these are wheels rather than tracks. I still think those are tanks. And enemy commander. I mean, those Ravagers are kinda strong, but yeah, another 6 Pyros. That means these caretakers will very likely be destroyed. Pyros jumping in, quite a couple of them dying, and yeah, Red's force is damaged, heavily damaged, but not destroyed. Probably would have been a good idea to like pull these forces towards the front as well. Well, not this fencer, but the Ravagers for sure. Blue is cleaning up, well, Stonehenge, as I said he should. No, he's not. He is now creating metal extractors. Did they fix this? Yes, he did. Okay, so more Pyros coming in. I do believe that at the pace the game is going right now, blue should win, even though he made that really strange choice to go for airplanes. More Pyros coming in, jumping over, and I mean that's the thing about Ravagers, they have like 1850 HP, so they are really tanky. And because of that, they are quite a good choice against those Pyros. However, I personally probably would have gone for Rippers, because of course those are riots, rather than assaults. Well, Fencer isn't doing anything because it was driving, and Ravager, yeah, missing because of course Pyros are dodging a bit. So those forces were kinda wasted, but here, a force of 6 Ravagers going toward the enemy. If they can take then the geothermal generator, that's pretty much all they have for metal generation. And Stardust in the way though, and because not all of his Ravagers arrived at the same time, they won't even take that down. Red does have an Impaler, which, well, it is really good. I mean, it can range like halfway across the map pretty much. But if you don't have anything to back it up, it's just as useless as my turret-tacked Spider. And Pyro's jumping and destroying the factory, possibly. No. A bit of a strange ending, but this probably would have happened anyways. JazzyJukeBox wins. And that even though he had such a strange start with the airplane planned. Well done that you made it this far into the video. Consider watching the video in your lower left, but that's all I'm going to have for you today. And I'll see you in another video. Bye.